I've put out a previous video where I installed this armor suit military grade screen protector, and I really like that company, but the problem is I take the case off of this phone all the time, and every time I pull it off, well, a little bit more of this screen protector comes up. We're just gonna peel it off because realistically, once dust starts getting under there, you can't take it off. And now I'm gonna install something awesome. I hope you're really excited to install this Whitestone Dome Glass screen protector for your smartphone. I know I am. Let's do an unboxing and install this screen protector. Here's our Dome Glass screen protector that I purchased for about $50 on Amazon. I will say, after looking through this box, it looks like it's almost impossible to open. And so if this glass case is as impenetrable as it seems as this box, this thing is going to be awesome. What I'm ended up doing is probably just ripping it open because, well, I just couldn't find an easy way. In this box is the UV curing light. It's kind of cool. It's just a little curve. And then it has, of course, these legs that can stand up. And then there's also a USB plug in there. So here is the actual jig itself. Then, of course, I have some other pieces for installing this screen protector. What I'm going to do is I'm going to thoroughly read through the directions and then set this up. Right here is my solution, and then here are my two screens. I guess if I do it wrong the first time, I can have a second chance. Let's read the directions. Before we go much further, if you're new here, my name is Jeff. And this is Jeff Reviews for You. I review a whole lot of products. I specialize in reviewing as seen on TV items. Every once in a while, I do a little bit of a DIY just because I like to. If that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell below. That way you're notified every time I release a video just like this one. One more thing, don't forget to check down the description for my social media, Instagram and Twitter. I would love it if you would follow me there too. Now let's get back to installing this Dome Glass screen protector. First step is we're going to take these strips that they've included and stick them across the sides where our buttons are, across the tops, across the bottom, just to cover up any of the access points so no liquid gets in there. So what I'm going to do is start peeling these off and applying them. We're just covering the buttons. You want to make sure you do not actually go up and cover any of the screen into the bevel part or the curve, because then your screen itself won't fit. So you're just covering the buttons here. I did it on this side. Now I'm going to cover up the holes here on the top and then the bottom. As you can see, I put my stickers on the top, the side, the bottom. I didn't really see a need to put the sticker on this side because I don't have any access holes or anything there. So I didn't put one on the side. Some people tell you you should clean the phone before putting it in the tray. I like to put it in the tray first because then I'm not going to be handling the screen afterwards. So now I'm taking my included alcohol wipes and just really cleaning up the screen. Definitely all the fingerprints I had put all over it from when I was putting on the side tape and such. So make sure you clean that off. Once you're done cleaning it, you take their included lint cloth and just make sure you wipe it all the way down. The directions recommend you actually do this in a lint-free environment, so make sure you turn your air conditioning off. There's no fan, no dust blowing around. You want to make sure to protect this as much as possible. Next step is to apply the little sticker part that goes over top the speaker here. You want to make sure to adhere that correctly. So I did a trial run with my screen protector and it's going to go right about here. And so therefore you can see that that tape covering my speaker is above the screen protector, so I'm in good shape. Now we are going to put the top of the jig on. It just clips into place. As you can see that I've already taken those little bottles out. That's going to be our solution. So they also have these absorbers that just slide into place here on the side. So make sure you slide them in on both sides. After you do that, there's another step to get rid of dust, and that's just like this dust absorber sticker type thing. It's really, really hard to be in a dust-free environment completely, even though we've tried doing all that. This just maybe a little bit of dust that could be there. You want to make sure you can get it up. So look around. Sometimes I use a light. Right now it looks like I'm okay. Now that we have all of our dust taken care of, I install this part of the jig. And of course, now we are going to install our solution. There's a red cap on the front here. We're going to take that off. Once that cap is off, we're going to stick it right in here and screw it into place. As we're loosening this cap, you might see the liquid start pouring out. They actually recommend you leave this here for a few minutes so all of the liquid drains out. It's been 2 minutes and things stop dripping. What you should have is one big blob in the middle. If you don't have one big blob, make sure that you move things around so that's all you have. Now, you have this key. We're just going to slide this here in the front, and that's actually going to hold our screen protector up. Now we're going to peel off the backing of our screen protector, making sure not to touch it anywhere. And then we are going to put it against these tabs here and let it fall onto the key. See how we have it on the key? Now the screen protector is on top against the tabs, on top of the key, and that blob is not touched. Next step, we're going to take this part and pull our handle up. You see we even have like a little level spot, so we slide this in here next to those tabs. Make sure it fits in. And now what we're going to do is we're going to move that blob until it gets to the center here, and then we're going to drop our key. You get it right around the bullseye. I'm a little overshot, but still I'm going to drop this down and now let that sit for the next 2 minutes or so, absorbing down the entire screen. I shut the overhead light off just so you can start to see this actually moving towards the top here of the screen. As I was putting the liquid in, I was wondering, why don't they center this thing instead of having it way up towards the top? Because as you see, that liquid just went right down and, well, it passed the bullseye. And my thoughts are, if it was in the center, I would have had it at an exact spot I needed it. Anyway, it ended up working out for me in the end. Sometimes you might have to tip it back and forth just to get the liquid to flow to all the corners, just so you know that. Now, let's cure this thing with our UV light. After that sat for a few minutes, it looks as though the solution has gone over the entire thing. I'm going to take my dome glass, and there's this button on the top here. I'm just going to hit it once, and that's the 15-second button, so let's hit it once. And so that's going to light up down here at the bottom for 15 seconds. Once I'm done here, I'm going to slide it up to the top and do the same thing. Just now finishing up with the first round here at the top. After our initial cure, what we're going to do is we're going to take this out of the jig, use another alcohol pad, and just wipe off all the liquid that you might have on the front here. And then we're going to cure it again, but this time we're going to hit the button twice to go longer. Before you do your full cure, make sure to take off all your tape all the way around. So now I'm going to hit this button 2 times, and that's going to stay on for 60 seconds. I'm going to do that at the top, and then I'm going to do that at the bottom. I've now finished installing my Whitestone Dome Glass, and if I were to grade myself, I would give myself probably a 95. Not quite 100, but definitely an A. If you can see down here in this corner, it didn't adhere exactly like I would like to. That's the only spot on here that I thought, oh, that stinks. Everything else looks really, really good. In the end, it wasn't that difficult to install, but there was, for sure, a lot of steps. I'm excited seeing how long it will last. Plus, I have another screen protector if something on this one were to become damaged. In this video, we installed the Whitestone Dome Glass screen protector. So what did I think of it? Well, first things first, that $50 price point was steep. I'm used to spending from $8 to $10 for screen protectors, and I really liked my screen protectors. I thought they'd been really, really nice. But after I set this up, did the whole process, I was actually impressed with this entire thing. It seemed really, really difficult, but in the end, it wasn't too bad. Have you tried these before? Let me know your thoughts down below. Anyway, that was my review of the Whitestone Dome Glass screen protector. If this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. So remember that backup screen protector I was telling you about? Well, I broke it. All I wanted to say and to recommend is be careful. I actually took it out just to take a closer look, and I moved it and bent it, and all of a sudden it cracked. So now I only have one. I just wanted to show you, be careful. They can break. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review where I installed this glass Dome screen protector. You know what? During this video, I referenced my review of the Armor Suit screen protector. That's the one I'm used to installing and I've used for years. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to link that review right up here. And I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm going to join you at that review. So go ahead, click it. It's safe. I promise.